Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on Just Bands. It's me again, your girl Ifeoluwa, blessing your screens today. As we all know, we're here again to talk about the Bbnaija Housemates. Let's get right into that today. So following the event on Sunday, Cross bought immunity for himself, and when they were doing their house shopping, the option to buy immunity was placed there. From the cost of it costs 4,000 money point coins, and Cross, struggled his way every which way. Just gathered the whole thing. He bought coins from some few people, some that were up for eviction. He bought from Chelsea. At least Chelsea already knew that today is the day that he's leaving, so he bought from Chelsea, and I think white money too. And well, yeah, Ilebaye actually promised, or not promised rather, but she said she was going to give Cross her money point coins, and getting into the diary room for Big Brother to confirm if she's ready to give the money point coins. And Ilebaye just stayed silent. Big Brother first asked her, so Cross mentioned that you will be giving him money point coins, please confirm, and Ilebaye went mute. The whole session she was mute. Everybody was like, okay, it's over, you can leave. Then he called her back in again, and then she was like, she does not know. She doesn't trust anybody in the house, as she would say. I don't trust anybody. It's a game at the end of the day. I should look after myself, blah blah blah. And it was so funny at the end of it when she was about to leave, and Big Brother was like, Ilebaye the traitor. And she just covered her face with shame and she walked out. I was like, wow. In this life, don't trust people, they'll fall your hand. So moving on, Cross still managed to get immunity for himself, and he is the first housemate to actually be immune to eviction for this or for next week Sunday. And in fact his mind is like this, so he's automatically in the finals. Yay to Cross. Now moving on to the next event of Sunday, Big Brother finally addressed the issue of Alex and Perez fights. Oof, that one was tough. So on Saturday night after their party, everybody was in this giddy mood. Yay! So as Alex has impersonated the bed that is like in the middle of the room. I think maybe she likes that space, because at first she was in the pink room, but I think she moved to the blue room or so, and Perry was sleeping on that bed. And then she came to Perry and was like that he should leave the bed as is her bed. Well, we don't really recalling there being any name tag of one particular item in Big Brother's house being owned by one of the housemates, except the head of house lounge, that this belongs to this person. But then Alex came and was like, Perry to leave. And Perry being Perry, he was adamant that these are empty beds everywhere due to the fact that the house has now reduced. So why don't you just sort yourself out and leave me alone? And Alex being Alex, as far as she doesn't like Perry like that, she really doesn't like that guy. As she says that he's a very dark person, that spirit doesn't move with him, And then she picked the fight from there, and she was now shouting and raking, only for us to see Alex pull the duvet off of Perry's body. That's where violence started. Perry left the bed area and Alex slept on it, only for Pere to come back, lifted the mattress, threw Alex off. Like, that scenario was not funny at all. Like, it felt like they were about to go physical. At that point, I was even scared for the two of them, because if you people do this thing that you want to do, you will leave this house today. And the big brother, big brother doesn't condone such, of course. So as Alex said, Pere, I'm warning you. And Pere was like, oh yeah, slap me now. It was as if he was even trying to get her to do something to him. It was like, yeah, slap me now. Kiriko. Now so far it's that they shout out. Even after people were like, okay, Pere should leave, just leave her and all of that, she was still shouting. I was asking you calmly, Kiniko, you did not answer me. This is my Kiniko. Who told you to arrange the bed? Did I send you a message? This is where I used to sleep. Okay. Only for Big Brother to now address the issue few minutes before the live eviction show. And this is where Big Brother played the clip for the housemates to watch, of course, as procedure. They watched, and Big Brother told them, Big Brother called them, and gave them their punishment respectively. He issued both of them 1 strike each. That was Alex's first strike and Pere's second strike. As he has gotten strike before when him and Doyin, had an altercation and he dented Big Brother's wall. So that was the second strike, and Big Brother gave them their strike based off of violence by provocation from Alex's part, and Pere for physical violence, of course, because he threw her off the bed. And from what Big Brother stated, that Alex's action was uncalled for, and that of course he hasn't stated that there's anybody in this house that owns a property in the Big Brother's house, except the housemates collectively agree that okay, this bed is for this person. Except the housemates collectively agree, except the HOH lounge, And then he also addressed the issue of the housemates using demeaning words to each other during altercation, the kind of words they use, the big cause. If it's that one, these housemates are bad mouth. A lot of them. I feel like it's mostly the females, because we women, our mouths this is well. Make person not even use their mouth cause person, because it will catch you. And people address those issues and all of that. And then two of them made their separate ways, because they've always had their back and forths for a while now. They've been having issues back to back and all of that. They don't really agree. Even after Pere, stated that he really liked Alex before. But I think slowly, it started to fade away due to her actions towards him, because he felt like, what did I ever do to this girl? And she feels like Pere is like a dark person, a negative energy, according to her. That's what he dishes out, and she doesn't like it. Alex is known for her love and light in the house, and she doesn't like Pere's negative energy. So I just feel like most of the times when they've had their differences, Alex just pushes, or just when they've had their differences, I just feel like Alex pokes Pere in some way. I'm not really sure, but maybe that's just how she is as a woman, just because she doesn't dislike him, anything he does is not right in her eyes. Well, and they went their separate ways, and everybody took their punishment as it was, and Pere sat by himself thinking about his life. And then we'll all remember when Ilebaye got 2 strikes, and Pere was happy within himself and she got 2 strikes, and was even planning to get this girl a 3rd strike so that she can get disqualified. Now he's even with that. Let's really say that this is karma though. Yeah, that's karma. Well, now let's talk about the eviction of Sunday. Wow. But I kind of expected the people that were going to leave on Sunday, yeah? Let's scrap Shozy. but because we all know Shozi was going to leave due to the fact that it was a house guest, not a housemate. So let's start from Alex. I saw Alex's homecoming. In fact, even before Ebuka called Alex's name, when he was about to reveal the first person that was going to be evicted for Sunday, I was like, it's going to be Alex. Lo and behold, it was Alex. In fact, she was even, when he said Alex, she was already walking to the door. That's what he just said, you've been evicted from the house. I was like, okay, thank God. I don't know if she was happy about it because Mahmood didn't really say if she was happy or she was sad. Probably she seemed angry, I don't know, probably because of the strike she got due to she and Perez fight. But then, she hugged the few people she could hug and, she left the house. And coming out of the house, being on stage with Ebuka now, Ebuka asked her, what was that, you and Perez? She was like, it's irrelevant. Everybody was like, so yes, it's irrelevant. She was like, yeah, it's irrelevant that she doesn't have to talk about it and all of that. Ebuka was just like, okay, just tell me what it is about Perry that you did not like you despised. In fact, dislike is not a way to even describe it. She despised that guy. And he was like, what is it about Perry exactly? And she was like, the guy is just full of negativity. My spirit doesn't go with him. Blah, 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 blah. Like, it's left. And I feel like it started from when they all saw that clip about what Ike was about to do to Ilebaye, or what Ike did to Ilebaye rather, and those guys, of course we remember their carcass, those guys, were all present and they were talking about making this girl get a third strike so that she can get disqualified and get out of the house, according to Perry, that she needs to get the F out of the house. Well, since then she hasn't really go back yet. Sorry for my Yoruba. She no really their relationship, no jig or their friendship. So yeah, I think that's where it all boiled up from, and since then she has really, been watching him, we all, with his plotting and scheming up and down. That's one of the reasons why she was like, at least have human feelings, have emotions. Oh, of course it's a game, but don't you have emotion? And he was like, now wow, and all of that, and she, left. Moving on to the next housemates, you guys. The winner of Shine Your Eyes season, White Money. I would say I saw that coming, yeah, but I did not expect though that White Money was going to be lower than Neo Energy. Like, it wasn't expected at all. And when they showed the statistics, wow, like Neo really beats Alex and White Money by far. At first when Ebuka even called White Money's name, Neo himself was shocked. Everybody in the house was shocked because this guy is a guy that was a winner in his season and all of that. They didn't really expect it. They even expected that he was going to be in the finals, and even himself, he was shocked. His face was like, later I can't laugh. He just brushed it off. I'm sure he was confident that he was going to stay because he was a strong housemate during his season. He has forgotten that this one that he came to is all stars. Not be Mia children you carry come here or Mia. Sorry, yes. I feel like he was really overconfident just because he won in the season. So is Mercy. But we'll see how he plays out for Mercy though. But then White Money's out of the house. He really struck a chord on the housemates, that now when I don't leave you and all of that. They were like, damn. And go on the stage. And you guys won't even believe that White Money didn't pack his stuff. But I'm giving me a master. I probably thought it was gonna end up, in the finals and and chop me eye. And chop me eye. That's how life is. White Money, no vex. Yeah. Now moving on to the next Neo energy. Finally, I said we'll scrap Shozi out as far now house guest. Now Neo energy was out of the house. And honestly, I actually felt that Neo energy saw his eviction coming as I heard that he's super commando stuff. That's my bad boy. Yeah, and beginning of his stay in the house, it was really fun to watch, especially during the parties. That guy really, in fact, that energy where he had for him, you need them. It was worth it. Actually, yeah, it was actually worth it. Life of the party. You and Alex, hey. Yeah, well, yeah, his energy was really pure in the house, and it was, all about love and light. This guy, and as by his dress sense, come on. He had a really nice dress sense, every time he'd be like, say, he would just dress up like his fashion parade. And that means intimidating the other guys in the house. Well, his stay in the house was really enjoyable. It was fun to watch, and when you see Neo energy. So you guys, Ebuka decided to shake table. He decided to shake tables. And that's how Ebuka revealed though that it was Angel that wrote the letter. And you know what gets me every time Ebuka does this is the fact that he's exposing them here and he has this serious face on, like he has this poker face on, like it's not even funny. It was like, so Angel, you said it was a prank. Writing the letter to Adikone was a prank, but why haven't you told the house yet? And Angel was like, even before he mentioned this, Angel was like, Ebuka, avoid me in Jesus' name. And Venita's face went. In fact, her reaction kills me every time. She's always, I was like, Auntie, close your mouth now. You shock you, Abby. You didn't expect it. So Ebuka reviewed it. I don't know how Ceec took it though. I don't think she was that mad as she was when, it was first mentioned that Sunday. And then, she just explained it to Venita that it was a prank, blah, 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 blah. That one just, was sort of that rug, but still, she was quite shocked and all of that. Even after all of them have blamed Doing, as it is very easy to put blames on Doing, even after she left the house, Una no let the girl rest. Sure, now you people have found out who did it. And into a ballet boss. We move on. Yeah. And he also revealed something about Venita saying something about Mercy. And Ebuka asked why she had not decided to speak to Mercy about it. And Mercy was quite shocked, as far these girls are even friends outside the house before they even came in back for this All-Stars. And if I were to be asked, I would say Venita and Mercy. I don't think they can look each other eyeball to eyeball and tell each other the truth on their own accord. Because if Ebuka had not reviewed what was said or what was seen, I don't think they would have had that discussion they had Sunday night. Because two of them were talking like, it was wrong on your part, it was wrong on your part, blah, blah, blah. From my point of view, it looked like this. From my point of view, it looks like this. But at the end of the day, they didn't tell each other all the things they've actually said about each other. Is it not still this same Mercy that told Ceec that it's true that Venita bullies the way she acts and makes the whole environment uncomfortable for the girl, but then when it came to putting blames on Doyin during their conversations was very easy. Mercy was quick to say, oh, I don't even have anything with that girl, blah, 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 blah. She's came cooking. I'm like, Mercy, wow. And she's the same person that she spoke about in the diary room after she was evicted, saying all sort of beautiful things about the girl. She even mentioned that she was pained though, that she didn't receive a letter. And you're saying this. It's just the truth that Mercy and Venita can never tell each other the truth. I don't even know how their friendship is even working at this point, if you ask me. Because even Venita has said some things about Mercy and they just keep, keep bumping each other's heads without even knowing. Maybe it's just inner jealousy. I don't know what's with the two of them. But Mercy on her part first distanced herself from Venita when, Doyin said she actually, not only Doyin, Tolani Badge as well said she has already tagged them as the mean girls in the house, and Mercy didn't want to be seen as a mean girl, so she just disassociated herself and stayed away from Venita to avoid any ill held between them and that. But they talked about the differences. They smiled as they wanted to even drag Angel into the matter. Angel was like, nope, please leave me out. Sharp. To get Japa. So, and that was about it though for Venita and Ceec. Now moving on. In fact, Sunday was a roller coaster of emotions. From fights to anger to disappointment to being shocked or caught by surprise, and stuff like that, of being or felt like being betrayed, between Venita and Mercy, more than to apology. So on Sunday after the eviction show, after the Ilebaye decided to apologize to the rest of the house. That she is sorry for anything that she might have done that might have, caused for there to be a fight or argument between she and any of the housemates. It was general and also personal at the same time. And she was like, after tendering an apology, she was like, she hopes that if anybody has an issue with her, that they come and meet her, talk to her, not that they will go around talking about her and stuff like that. And that didn't really sit well with Ceec, because Ceec was like, no, you just post the apology, because you don't tell adults what to do, when you've offended them. They can choose to act how they want to act, and when they feel like telling you, they will tell you. You don't say that, get a copy of them. And so she just spoke her mind. She talked with him, she won't talk, she walk and come out. I'm like, really, Ceec, that wasn't needed, if you ask me. Fine, you corrected her apology and she was like, oh, she's sorry, she didn't notice or realize what she said. You didn't have to now be like, you walked out. At least accept the apology. Even if you don't want to accept, hear her out, let her finish what she has to say. And even, I know she's still hurt by what Ilebaye has been doing, for the fact that she used a foundation and lied about it. She took a drink, she lied about it. And all those things Ilebaye has done, has been piling up, and she was like, nah, I'm done with this conversation. But I don't think she really had a walkout with the girl, because she was trying to be sincere, but Ceec say the apology no jig, according to her. Well, and what Ilebaye did her best. She apologized to everybody, and some of the housemates took it upon themselves to actually tell her what are the things she does that actually makes it look like everybody's against her, which everybody is not against her, as per what Adekunle said. that she just feels that way, but the main issue is that she does things to people which causes them to react, and it's almost everybody in the house. So she feels in her mind that everyone in the house has something against her, but it's not so. It was like, you just need to sit down and search yourself, And Venita was like, the best apology to ever give is being a changed person. In my mind, I was like, nobody had the liberty or took the liberty to actually tell her all of this before they started trying to make it look like Doing is instigating her. Maybe Doing in a way had her faults by just carrying Ilebaye'S matter on her head and fighting every time Ilebaye is in a fight with someone. I don't think she really wanted to know who was at fault. But as by Ilebaye, they fight with person during their front. Or mostly at her front, because now she did shout Ilebaye. So she was always there for her. That was our own way of supporting the girl, because in the beginning it felt like she was being bullied. So anything that happened, it was like Ilebaye is right. But then if you guys had this issue, why didn't you tender it before her? Only for her now to reach this level, everybody, or when she now decided to dish the apology, everybody come with this, oh, we're trying to protect you. At least you could have shown it that time that you're trying to protect her. Tell her the truth. Oh, this is how I felt. This is what you did. But at the end of the day now, everybody sorted their issues, Some people hugged it out, blah, blah, blah. And it was a happy ending, and now they are 9 in the house. And this week is gonna be different for sure. We don't really know what to expect. We expect the brother to shock us as we reduce like this now. So yes, right, and that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you on our next video. Oh, that ball.